Alright. Good morning. Welcome back to the Hour Project. welcome. Welcome. I don't have an introduction today. So I'm a little bit tired, and that's because I got about 3.5 hours, less than 3.5. God, 3 hours of sleep, and woke up to fiddle around with some technical aspects of live streaming involving the previous two streams just about 2 hours ago. You'll find right here on Periscope, Twitch, or Facebook, wherever you're from. I made 2 live streams testing out the Bluetooth speaker as well as streaming to 4 different platforms at the same time. So I'm tired, but today the show has to go on. Okay, so we have the 2 planned live streams today in addition to the 2 unorthodox sort of just improv this morning. So we're continuing off with yesterday's planned streams where we covered some bed work. So we had a bed frame. Previous stream, again, on our own channel, on Periscope, Twitch, whatever. You'll find over there I unboxed a whole bed frame, a folding guest bed from the brand Spa Sensations. Purchased it from Walmart. It had to do with my own personal dignity, and that's my own responsibility to take care of. It was about replacing a mattress that I'm using right now. Now we're going to cover that mattress tomorrow, the one that we're using right now and have been for the past 2-3 years. We're going to cover that tomorrow morning. It's not my item, it's not my mattress. I'm trying to replace that with a bed frame, right? So obviously now I have to cover the bed sheets which were covered already, plus the blankets. That's what you see in the title. The title says blankets. These are 23-year-old blankets, okay, and these are the blankets that my caregivers purchased for me when I was a little wee in like 1996 or so. I just like maybe 5 years old or so, maybe even younger. So we're gonna cover that. There's 2 live streams, right? So the first one's gonna be covering that. That's this live stream, and we'll hop onto that real quickly very soon. And I just want to say that the second live stream after this one ends, we'll just focus on what's behind my shoulder here. Left hand side, you'll find there's some food here, so some food, box of cookies and shit like that, plus a happy birthday gift from one of my colleagues. So that's kind of the stuff we'll cover that after this stream. So why don't we just dive right into it and not waste so much time like we did yesterday. I had a long winded introduction yesterday when I was doing the bed frame. It was really noisy and everything like that, but I got it done. I woke up the landlords. They got pissed off, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Whatever. So alright, let's cover the blankets. This shit right here. So this thing has a lot of fond memories. I didn't bring this to university obviously, but when I graduated university and came back, I started using it again. So it feels odd because this is something that it's a kid thing. It's Godzilla. So I'm going to show you 2 blankets. They're 23 years old, like I said, if not longer. There's a blue one, and then there's another. So there's this blue one right here, and the way I brought it down actually is they're folded into each other twice. So once it's I put one over the other. This black one on the inside is actually Godzilla. I tend to keep it like this so that it doesn't make me feel so much like a kid when I use it. But yeah, that's just me being insecure. Fuck. You wear what you want, man. Like you still hang on to your Scooby-Dooby things. So we have this thing here. Like, no, I'm not judging. Okay. So we got this thing. So it's the blanket right here. So it's for Godzilla. Okay. We have 1990s. I'm not talking about a new one. If you were born in the 90s or the 80s, you were as a kid probably exposed to the first movie of Godzilla, and man, was I in love with that when I was a little kid. So Godzilla right here. This is the one from the 1990s. I can't remember who was starring. If you remember that movie, I liked it. It was pretty good, but I guess you don't really know what's a good movie if you're just a kid. So I'm assuming that my taste was kind of kid-like. Here it is, Godzilla, in that green logo thing. That's what was on the movie. You can see Godzilla right here. And yeah, so that's the first blanket in black, and it was purchased, I believe, from my mother. My mother or my father, either of whom. Unfortunately, we fell off terms, but they've had a hard life, and poverty. What can we say? You know, she had siblings who have died from starvation back in her home country. Came over here, could not raise me well, and neither could my father either, because he had anger management issues. Same issue there, poverty, stuff like that. And then I tried to, you know, be the adult and just endure it, because, you know, what else are you gonna do if you're only 6 years old, right? So that took a lot of toll on us as a family, and all I can say is that even though we're not on good terms, I still want to say I always appreciate, you know, basic necessities: food, shelter, clothing. You have to respect what your family, your parents do for you, no matter how abusive, how much they beat you or tell you that they rather disown you and throw you and cast you out on the street. They did that to me all for a fucking decade and a half or so like that. But they still, at the end of the day, gave me food, water, clothing, and a place to keep myself warm. So this blanket always reminds me of how they tried to take care of me with their best efforts. Unfortunately, best is not sometimes enough, but they did their best, really. And so this is me showing appreciation and saying this is a part of my life. My guardians, either my mother or father bought this, so that's the Godzilla one. Now I have to showcase this one too, and this blanket here is that blue plaid one with the green and red and yellow triangles, so it looks like this. Really nice. You can tell it's very faded and worn out. Like I said, this is for over 2 decades and a half, like 25 years and going. And yeah, so I'm really fond of these two. I usually say that in most of my streams, and I've been streaming for almost 2 years now. I mean, streaming for about a year and a half, but making videos that I haven't shown or uploaded for almost 2.5 years. I would say that roughly speaking, most of the items are class 2, meaning they're from my caregivers. I mean to discard and throw away or donate to charity or pass on to my brother or my cousins or my friends or whatever, whoever can use it. This is one of those few items that I will keep because, you know, you still want a memento for or a souvenir from the people who took care of you. And like I said, they tried their best to the best of their ability. I'm sure that if I ever have kids, I'm going to make some mistakes as well. And sometimes it's your mistakes because you made bad decisions. And, you know, we all walk blind into this earth. So, yeah, unfortunate, but we press on. So that being said, these are the 2 blankets here. We have one here, and that's why, you know, I have to talk about this because this is something, even though I'm going to switch up the bed and mattress and everything like that to regain at least an important part of my health related to, you know, sleep. You sleep for 8 hours. Well, nobody sleeps for 8 hours. That's so ideal. When you say you sleep for 8 hours, what you mean is you sleep for 6, but you want to sleep for 8 hours, right? You got work, you got school, you got careers, you got to take care of your kids or your grandkids. There's so much shit to do that you never get 8 hours, but you know what I mean. Every single day, 30% of your life is spent sleeping. I would presume that something so important to your mental and biological health be something important to you. So this is the blankets that kept me warm, and these are the blankets I'm now going to replace and start using the blankets that I'm going to purchase myself. Now I don't know what they will look like. I haven't bought them yet, but these are things I'm going to keep. Just put them in the closet or storage device, and that's it. Yeah. So these are 2 blankets for my guardians. Like I said, the way they're folded up is just so, okay, so they're double pleated. They're not double pleated, but I put them back to back like this, just like that. So you go like that, right? And I brought it downstairs. It's very nice and easy, and it is still warm to this day, despite looking all worn down. But it's a piece of my life, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate and I'm thankful for my guardians. So that's the first thing. That's the first stream of today. I'm gonna wrap this up and just say, you know, that's done, and we can move on to the second live stream. So second live stream, we got the food here, and let's just move on to that one. So this is our project. Again, if you're here from YouTube, this is gonna be new because I've never streamed from YouTube before as of until 2 hours ago. But yeah, we're gonna hop on to the next stream and cover food and a birthday gift. So see you there.